Here we go, guys. Last video of trimester 2. And this is actually your trimester 2 review. So we're going to go back one unit to solving equations. And remember, when we solve equations, we still have to follow our order of operations, which is PEMDAS. Remember, parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. So in this unit, we did a lot of solving and checking. So we solved to see how you guys got a number for your variable, and then we did an equivalence check to make sure that the number you got actually made sense in the equation and left us balanced. So let's do this. Step 1. There are parentheses here. So step 1, I have to distribute. So let's go ahead and write out that distribution step. Okay. Step number 2 now, we actually have to multiply. So there's a step missing. So we gotta multiply next. So I have negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Then I have negative 6. Negative 4 times 6v, and this is negative 24. V equals negative 108. All right, so I have to actually add a step in here, guys. We're going to do step 3 in here, and we're going to just change this to step number 4. So step 3, remember, is to make the solving square. And solving square is just like combining our like terms. So I'm going to drop that right down our equal sign. Make my little square. I have my variables on this side and my numbers on this side. So negative 12 is on the wrong side. It has to come over and it switches sign and it becomes positive. Then we have negative 24v right here. It's on the variable side, so it's all good to go just the way it is. And then I also have the negative 108, which is also on the correct sign. So it could just come down as negative 108. Now the next step in your solving square is to combine like terms. Negative 24v comes down just like that because there's nothing to combine it with. I bring my equal sign over and then I combine like terms. Okay, and you guys get negative 96 on this side. Now step 4, I have to divide. Remember, our goal is to get v all by itself. So I need to divide by negative 24 on both sides. And this is going to leave me with v equals to, all right, so v equals to 4. Remember, negative and negative, that also cancels out. So let's go ahead and check to see if we're actually correct here. So first thing you need to do is rewrite our original expression. All right, and we want to check to see if v equals 4 is the actual correct answer for this equation. So anywhere I see a v, I'm going to put a 4. And everything else comes down around it. Negative 4, 3 plus 6 times 4 equals negative 108. Now, you guys have it real easy and could take this whole thing and type it into your calculator. So go ahead and let me know what you get. All right, if I did this correctly, I got 108 negative equals to negative 108. That looks correct to me. And remember, we had this little blurb to fill out. So my answer, v equals 4, is, so it's either correct or incorrect. Here, we got it correct because both sides of the equation are balanced. And by balance, we just mean they are equal on both sides. Okay. Now this next one. We did it a little bit in Unit 4, but we started it in Unit 3, and this was just writing an equation from a word problem. So let's check this out. Maria is renting a bike from a local shop that charges a $10 fee plus $7.50 per hour. She paid a total of $70. How many hours did she rent the bike for? Cool. So remember, when we're trying to identify what our variable is or what our variable represents, we go here. We look at how many. So our variable that we're looking for is hours. So I'm going to say x equals hours because we're not sure. And we know we have a $10 fee plus $7.50 per let's multiply hour, and we said x equals to hour. So let's write it as an equation exactly how we see it. So we have 10 plus $7.50 per hour and a total, which means equals $70. Okay? And the same way we just did it above, we could also solve this equation. But I'm going to let you guys do that. Bring it to me in class and I'll check that out for you. And let's get to the last question here. And this last question was a really big part of Unit 3 as well. Justin solved the following equation, is convinced he made a mistake. So first it says to check his answer. If he is wrong, we need to find his mistake and show him how to fix it. So over here we could see Justin's work. We're doing what's called an error analysis. Somebody thinks they made a mistake. We need to check it out. So it looks like Justin's equation is 7 times 1 plus 3p equals to negative 39 minus 2p. And his answer is right here. P equals negative 2. And remember, in order to check his answer, everywhere we see a p, we need to change it with negative 2. We need to replace it. So I have a negative 2 here, and then a negative 2 here, and everything else is going to come down around it. Okay, now you brought everything down, and like I said, you guys are really lucky. Take this, put it into the calculator, let me know what you got. Then go back and put that side into the calculator and let me know what you get. Okay, so I got negative 35 equals negative 35. It looks like Justin didn't believe in himself because he's actually correct. So now let's write a sentence to defend that. So Justin's answer, p equals negative 2, is correct because when we checked it, both sides of the equation were balanced. All right, guys, and that concludes your trimester review. We're not going to go over graphing because we just spent a month on graphing. You guys did a great performance test. You guys just took an assessment. So I think we're pros at graphing. If you have any questions about anything in trimester 1 or 2, please throw them in at the end of the video and we'll make sure we get to them in class.